if normies are mistaking like 40K for
AOS,
just then
normies that way.
Yes. we're in too deep. We're not normie.
I'm in my office full of models, posters, and stuff, and it's probably just shy of $1,000. I hate myself, but it's like, oh well, I'm too deep.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, guys, before we actually talk about what I've been saying for days and since yesterday, we're only going to be talking about this. Female Custodes.
Didn't you just told me that I shouldn't mention that?
I lied.
Oh, no. You fiend.
This is going to be an extra episode part I can just split, but let's just say, I think it's dumb.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
no swearing. Check yourself going forward.
This is discrimination.
No, swearing is sinful too, but
help, I'm being oppressed.
Swearing is sinful, it says so. And I don't want to go to confession again for profanity, so come on.
Yeah, I don't like it. But you know, I you guys already knew that. You know, I've made my thoughts pretty clear. I think it's a dumb retcon. It was very poorly implemented, very rushed. You know, it completely hinges on treating the audience like idiots, as if we didn't know that Custodians were always mentioned to be male. Granted, you know, it wasn't as hardline as was the Astartes, in which, you know, pretty much all things when the Astartes are involved, it underlines that they're only men, they can only be men. And the Custodes, you know, they didn't do that, but, you know, since they were a brotherhood, you know, they came from the sons of, it wasn't underlined, but it was softly declared, basically. And, you know, treating the audience like idiots into saying, oh, they're always been there. That's the worst part.
There's no war, and boss seems say.
Yeah, basically. That's the worst part for me. Like, if I could choose not to have them, I wouldn't. But if they insist on having them, you know, you could at least have introduced them in a way that wasn't insulting to my intelligence, right?
There are lots of nice suggestions that people have had where they're giving examples of how you could slip them into the lore as a new development. And yeah, I still wouldn't really be a fan of them being there, but at least then you wouldn't be straight up gaslighting us. Like, did you guys see the post where they try to clarify, like, you know, oh, why aren't they just sons now? And they're like, oh, some of them are, but, and they've got like a whole paragraph giving a lot of could've, might've, maybe. And it's so ridiculous looking because you can tell that they're trying really hard to not lay down any absolutes. And they don't want to commit, really. And now they're implying, it seems, that either the noble houses are dying out or they're just recruiting from whomever now, which I feel like sort of defeats the purpose of the high status of the Custodes.
I do want to say that I did do an episode like this on the previous channel, you know, a little while back, giving my, you know, arguments about the whole thing about female custodians. Because it is something done via alchemy, if it's one of those things where it's like, it's extremely rare for there to be female custodians, they exist, but it would be rare, and maybe you could show this rarity as if showing a character model, and this could be something for 40K, because I think that'd be a lot more, I don't want to say plausible, but something where it's like not insulting, where it's like, oh no, there's always been females, and it's like, well, yes, there could be females. It's extremely low to be there or for there to be female custodians. It's like, I don't know, I want to say it could be a shiny Pokemon situation where, yes, they exist, but it's extremely rare. Would you guys find that satisfactory answer for the existence?
Yeah, I mean, like, I still wouldn't generally like them because, they were clearly an all-male faction. They were designed, they visually look very masculine to begin with. Uh, if the emperor is the great monarch of all history, like thematically, monarchs did not have, female bodyguards. So that clashes a bit with my own historical understanding. I know it's a fantasy setting. I'm just saying. But that's better than what they gave us. Like I wouldn't really be a fan, but it would be better than they treating us like idiots. That's the part that actually angers me. Less that the part that really angers me is that, and like they make this whole mess. They enable the worst people imaginable that don't even care about the hobby, and on the top of that, when they finally show them
people who hate the hobby, and this is why people Warhammer is dead. And this is his 50th video.
Yeah,
this would be Hubrecht's YouTube channel, and he would probably call himself, "Hi guys, I am Tradcat Conquistador 40K. Welcome to my rant video."
Shut up, Maple Man.
Yeah, I feel like
You're
if they wanted to make so many changes.
Sorry about that? Huh?
You're a Tau fan.
Tau? Boy, listen, I made a video about that. Is that a little racial thing saying boy? Oh, no. But no, let me say, I just did a little mini episode saying about why I like Tau. Let me tell you something. Tau have been introduced since, I believe, 2001. I was 3 years old when they came out, and there's people who say they still don't fit in 40K, and it's like, buddy, I was 3 when they got introduced in 40K, and 3rd edition is when 40K really truly did become 40K in terms of image and structure,
Yeah. I'm joking, but like at the end of the day,
just saying, there's people who will not shut up about Tau, and it's like, grow up, that sucks.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's this strange balance in which, okay, I don't want to be that guy that everything new related to the hobby is always laced with negativity. It's always, I don't like this.
This is why Space Marine 1 is better than Space Marine 2.
Yeah, like, 40K is dead, GW this, GW that. But at the same time, we do need to be critical because the overall quality of GW and 40K, it's been down. It's been damaged in that regard.
It hasn't been fun recently. I'm just saying, it's like, besides the whole chuckle of female custodians, I just really didn't care much about the whole previews.
It feels like the designs aren't really hitting,
sure,
for a lot of armies.
Yeah,
I mean, the red Corsairs were, cool looking, but it's like, ever since they introduced, like, Blackheart weeks ago, it's like, I think that was the weight of the show, and they introduced it so early.
I mean, okay. I mean, you remember the Sanguinary Guard, right?
They took away the nipples.
Yeah.
They took away their wings.
The worst part is that the Custodians do have wing jetpacks. They have wing jetpacks, and the Sanguinary Guard does.
The one
but it's also strange because parts of the new Custodes and some other armies too, they feel a touch to Age of Sigmar, which is fine. Like, there are some fantastic designs there. But yeah, I feel like if you blend them too much by accident, it becomes hard to tell, like, what's from what game.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
I do think Age of Sigmar, though, and I'm going to say it has its own identity compared to something like Fantasy, because Fantasy models, not because it's a distinguished setting, but Fantasy models are aged. It's like there's still metal and resin armies out there for Fantasy.
That's what I didn't like about the old world. Like, they had the opportunity to update the armies, everything with a new mini, and they just decided, hey, you can use a 40-year-old plus minis, and we'll give you a couple of minis. But hey, Cathay has a whole new range that is brand new. Everyone's gonna buy Cathay,
And I think they were going to do Kislev as a faction, like when Old World was coming. because Total War 3 came out and they were introducing all this new art and the community posts and stuff, but then Russia invaded Ukraine, and it's like shit.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I feel like if you blend aesthetics too much, it's great for kit bashing, but in terms of the overall look of each individual game, it sort of becomes confusing and I don't know. If normies are mistaking like 40K for AOS, then
normies that way.
yes, we're in too deep. We're not normie.
I'm in my office full of models, posters, and stuff, and it's probably just shy of $1,000. I hate myself, but it's like, oh well, I'm too deep.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, every time I say I'm not gonna buy more stuff, I always find an excuse to buy more stuff. And like, for example, with the new Custodes models, like even leaving the fact that they decided to give them some female heads, and I'm like, those are horrible female heads. They literally look like Arnold Schwarzenegger with a wig.
It looks like
that's not a woman. Like compare that to the face of the Saint Celestine mini. You can make you can say anything you want, or whether the face is pretty or not, but at least you can tell it's a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell it's a woman, and people are like, "Oh, but they're super soldiers. They would be, all roided up." No, the Astartes are like that. The Astartes have this brutish look about them, but the Custodes are often described as completely anatomically and biologically perfect to the point that they look beautiful, like a Roman statue. Like they look beautifully perfect, right? So, like completely regal, So
yeah, man, it's like these space marines are just gorgeous, And it's like, I don't think you should be talking about men in such a way, but
no.
Yeah.
And we have examples in real life of women being roided up. It's very rare, but we have examples of it, and they don't end up looking exactly like men.
Yeah.
Also,
so it's just a strange choice.
I've seen prettier female bodybuilders than that. I'm just saying, like, if your excuse is that, it's that the woman is too muscular, like, I can put you a picture of a female bodybuilder, and she still looks, and her face still looks feminine. She still looks womanly.
It's just Games Workshop too, just not being just not being good at making human sculpted heads. And just want to say that the one female custodian with the hair, it reminds me of the Psycho Warrior from Space King. The female Psycho Warrior.
It looks like a parody model. It looks like a parody mini, like something you would make as a joke, like to show how ridiculous it looks. Say whatever you want about the heads of the Sororitas minis. A lot of them are very ugly. Some of them are not. Not all of them are trash, but you can tell that they're women, with the exception of that one that looks like Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh my gosh.
Also, Shao Sun is best girl model.
Oh.
Boo.
Oh, what you mean, boo?
Celestine's best girl model.
No. It's Saddleshan, but Runesong, what do you say?
She's an angel. She's an angel.
Oh.
Runesong, you're the lady on this show. Like, who do you say is the most pretty lady?
Oh my gosh. I wish I could point to a female Necron model, but they don't exist.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know. It's hard to choose.
Definitely not the Lily model.
I was going to do a joke about it's like, well, obviously, guys, the Necron lady model needs boobies.
Oh, you know what? You know which one? The new Lady Malice miniature. She actually looks feminine. She actually looks pretty. Yeah. She's supposed to be, an evil elf, but she looks like a pretty evil elf.
Male standards on.
Yeah, I'm enforcing male standards. Yeah, I'm oppressing women, and I'm proud of it.
Whoa, dude!
How dare? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
and even if the ponytails on the new heads look dumb, I'm surprised that they restrained themselves from doing the dumb side shave haircuts.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's something I've noticed. It's like it happens with like not Netflix characters. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and another crime with this whole change is them saying that they don't have any plans to update Sisters of Silence.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like, the thing that everyone said would happen if they introduce it with the female Custodians is happening. What a shocker.
Yeah, and it's such a bummer because I had played some of Death Watch as a Sister of Silence, and it was so fun. And I thought how cool it would be to wait and see if they update the models, and then I could get an individual one and paint my character. But so much for that, I guess.
The worst part is that there's actual stories, Black Library stories that describe that, yeah, the Sisters of Silence are not just like, they don't have just one or two squadrons that, just do the whole anti-psyker thing. They have their own tanks, their own bikes, their own fully fledged formations. They're a completely independent army that can deploy by itself, right? So you could, there could genuinely be a developed army of just Sisters of Silence.
It'd be so cool.
But I think that would cost GW money, and they only have so much money for certain for certain armies. So it's like, forget, let's just do female Custodians. Let's say they exist, it'd be cheaper. And it's like,
I guess.
boo.